How's it going, guys? Test failed here. I hope I didn't fail your test today. Otherwise, you're gonna be playing, I guess, technically. Not really, but just showing the behind-the-scenes stuff of New Super Mario Bros. Plus. I don't know what to call the series. Apart, I guess, just behind-the-scenes New Super Mario Bros. Plus. I'll probably when this video is, not this. Well, yeah, probably when this video is uploaded, I'll probably have a name for this, but we'll figure this out. Anyways, World 2, we're going to be looking at kind of what my thought process was, hopefully if I can remember how my thought process was, when working on World 2. Um, so yeah, we have the red ring, which I don't think I've really fully explained how this thing works. So the way is you kind of spawn in and conveyor belt pushes you. This just is so that you can grab one of the items. Technically you can go like this, but the idea is that, like, yeah, you're only supposed to grab you're only supposed to be able to grab one, and you can't go through here. Well, technically you can, but you almost die. Or actually, no, you actually don't die. It is possible to do that. Okay, never mind. I thought like you could get through, but or like you couldn't get through regardless. But no, you can if you get lucky. Or also if you were good at the game. But it's okay. It doesn't really matter. Anyways, that's something I didn't really get to show off. This stone structure, like, thing, that was by accident. I really don't know what this was intending to be. You know what, let me grab, like... Let me just grab tracks, just so that, like, if I need to build something, I accidentally just don't play. Actually, no, I'll grab coins. That might be easier. Anyways, I don't know what the stone structure is supposed to be. I don't think it's supposed to be anything. It's just kind of here. Pokies weren't originally a thing. In fact, I think when the original level was made, this Pokey didn't exist. So it was just kind of here, red ring. Which I still don't understand why I started this level with the red ring and not with, like, just a normal question block. Like, would it have really killed me to just go, like, here? And then just grab a fire flower and then just put it there. Like, would it have really killed me to do that? No, and yet I still choose to not do that. Oh well. Not only is this, like, just the first desert level, which is kind of a more basic level, we have a not very easy to get star coin for some reason. We also have a Lakitu, which I still don't understand why you're here, but then again, you do appear in New You. And then there's a star coin right there. And I got hit instantly. Anyways, one up there. I'm not sure if I showed that off in the video, but there is a one up there. And then here's this underground section that I admittedly am a bit confused on why I designed it like this. Why is there a cannon up here? What made me thought of the idea to put a cannon up here? More importantly, okay, so the original level had this P-switch, like... I think the P-switch... I want to think the P-switch was, like... Actually, the P-switch might have just been like that. But then I realized that, like, this jump would have been maybe weird to have to do with the P-switch. So I just made it infinitely respawning. Anyways, because, like, if that wasn't an infinitely respawning one, you accidentally picked up all the coins, you would have kind of either been stuck here or had to do an awkward jump, so that's why I ended up changing it to where it kind of instantly spawns. And also, this level also got changed, or not this level, this area also got changed. I want to say, like, that's where the original end of the underground section was. I didn't really extend it by that much, I'll be honest. Like, I didn't really extend it by a whole lot, but I didn't want to add that, as it just made it a little bit easier. It also just made it better for hiding the star coin, because I think the star coin was, like, in there. It was either in there, or, like, if it was something like, jeez. I want to say that's where the original location where the star coin was, before I had it, like, in the ground like that. Oh well. Let's go back up a little bit, because I think, wait, oh, never mind, no, it's over here. This Pokey here, I really don't know what made me wanna do, put the Pokey, like, kind of come, wait, no, I wanted it to be here, to, like, kind of sandwich you in between, but the problem was that, like, you kind of, like, when going through the pipe, you would have kind of been instantly ambushed by a pokey. So if we were to go here, it didn't react fast enough. That's why. So, I really don't know why I did that anyways, especially since, like, it can be somewhat annoying to have to jump over that pokey, but it's fine. And then here's the end of the level right here. So, not a whole lot. I don't really remember that much when I made this, although, apart from a fun little memory, because I think I was making this level when I was literally in the airport. So I was probably making this level when I was on my way home. So I think that was something kind of funny, is that this was being made at that time. Or, I mean, I don't know, it's just something special about the fact that I made that at an airport, just so I can kill time, which is interesting. Anyways, 2-2. Not sure how much I like this level. I don't know, it feels more like a filler level, where it's just there to make content for these levels, but apart from that, it's not really anything special. And first of all, we have another really random bonsai bill. I don't know what was with me in adding in random bonsai bills. I think the idea, though, was sort of like last time, was like it's kind of hinting at you that there's something up here, so you're supposed to do a wall jump and start going right there. I think that's the idea, but I still don't get it. I mean, I guess theoretically it's better than, like, one of these being a hidden vine. So I guess that's interesting. This originally wasn't really a spike-based level, but then, like, because spikes got added, I kind of wanted to make this into a spike-based level, so that's why it was, that's why it's like this right now. Fun fact, actually, when this level was originally made, if I can even... There you go. That was that original section, which actually made it a bit weird, because it meant that you could never get hit by the spikes when you're down here. But, it also caused a weird problem of, like, well, if you're big, then you can't easily fit there. That's not increasing power. Let me just get rid of this to start. Like, if you're here, you can't go underneath. You have to, like, crouch, and even then it's a bit odd. It's strange. So that's why I changed it. Even though it makes it much more dangerous, because it's much harder to avoid. Like, because if you're here, yeah, as you can see, you can get hit by the spikes pretty easily. I feel like I should have made them, I should have made them, like, a little bit taller, so that it was like this. But like, I don't know. I just kind of kept it like this. Anyways, I guess this was like interesting because it was also a spike-based level, but it was also a twister-based level a little bit. Or, like, that was the original design, and then I like barely used twisters in the level in the first place. I was like, you know what? I'll make this a twister and spike-based level, and I think it is possible for the spike to throw the spike ball in with the twister, but I don't know. I also don't understand why the camera works like this. Oh no, I do know, because it's like, it's kind of keeping this angle, but it's not doing this angle, which is odd. I don't know why the camera works like that, but that's how the camera works, so. Anyways, we've got this section, which is, that gap can sometimes be really annoying when you're not reacting. Also, you can do that. So preferably don't do that. I should have just added, like, a wall here easily. Oh wait, you can't even make them, yeah. But yeah, I kind of wish that I just added a wall there so that you can hit the switch and then you do this very short run. Except the start going over here, not that hard of a start going. At least it's not, again, like a hidden vine that I like to do for these. That's usually, but again, like I said, like, this is like kind of like in terms of design wise, I feel like this level is kind of random and not that good. I don't know. That's just what I thought. And then here's a spike and a twister, and that's the end of the level. So, yeah, not that interesting, but that is how... No, that is how this level is made. I forget, where's the red ring in this level? Oh yeah, it's over here. Um, this is where the red ring is. I actually had to extend the level a little bit so I can fit this red ring mechanism, which is sort of funny, but it's fine. And I should have also grabbed some more water, because now I'm already getting... Now my mouth's already getting kind of dry. Oh well. Anyways, 2-3. This was probably the only time I'm ever going to be using... There it is, the angry sun. Or I guess the depressed sun in this case, because it just looks depressed and sad in this style. But either way, we have this level, we have this little spring mechanism. I kind of just left this here because it's like, I don't know, it feels like more like a Nintendo thing to do, where like you have a spring and then just has coins, but then like you have to take the spring somewhere. So here's where you would take it. I also gave you this Koopa, which you could also kind of do the old defeat the angry sun with that, which is nice. And then we've just got a blue pipe here, which this sub area is not very well designed. Like, I thought there was a way to get up here. Turns out there is not really an easy way to get up here. You would have to, like, wall jump. I think, is that how you were supposed to get up here? No, even then that's still too tall. So yeah, I'm not sure why it's designed like this, but all I really needed to do is that, and then all of a sudden the sub area functions, and you can perfectly go through here. I still don't understand why I made that sub area like that. But it's fine. And why I never bothered to fix it either, because I did go through all these levels and try to fix little things. Clearly I did not do this one. I don't know why. Either way, it's mainly just like more of a dash-based level, except for these rolling hills that are kind of annoying. It's just a giant seesaw. You go up here, star coin, and end of the level. So a pretty short level, I will admit, but you are running through it so that you can avoid the angry sun. So that was kind of the whole point, was it not to be a long level. Yeah. Like, I will admit, World 2 didn't really get changed that much, so that's why it's not a whole lot of change. Or not, like, a lot that I'm talking about here. But speaking of which, this fence here, or not fence, but, like, what looks supposed to be a fence, this feels so random. Like, why is this here? Like, why, actually? Why is this here? Either way, star coin in the corner, not the hardest thing to, like, not spot, but it's fine. That fire bar is also interesting positioned. Is this what is this? Oh yeah, no, this is a star coin. You just hit the P switch and you get the star coin, which is, I mean, not more than you were expecting. It's just a star coin, and it's not really, like, most of these towers aren't really based on much. It's kind of just, you know, going upwards, and just seeing what you can do with it. So, fun fact, as you can see, if you have to hit that with the Koopa shell to make the vine go upwards. Otherwise, if you try to ground pound it, it'll make the vine go down. If this block is like that, and you ground pound it, it would still go up. So that's why there's like a weird hole. Because if the hole wasn't there, then you can just let the vine go up like this, and that obviously was not intended at all. So yeah, I don't know what's in here. I think this is just a power-up. Oh yeah, no, it is a power-up. So I don't think I showed that off, but yeah, it's supposed to be a roulette block, and this one actually works mainly because it gives you a squirrel suit instead of a propeller mushroom. I mean, there's not really anything special, that's for sure. And this is just to prevent you from accidentally jumping in here and getting stuck. So yeah. So it's just a very simple roulette block. What are the options they give you? A 1-up and a mushroom and a... Okay, so yeah. Just as predicted. And also, yeah, it is kind of on the side, because it is a warp door and not a warp pipe. And then also there's just a simple, like, yeah, oh yeah, moving platform, and then you go up and stuff. I don't think this was here. I actually want to say that this was the original end. Like, it was this. Like, that's where the level originally ended. And the star coin, instead of it being placed next to the pipe, it was just, like, placed here. And, that's not, that's not ground. And I want to say that was it. Like, there wasn't... I think that was literally just everything. Like, there wasn't a whole lot extra. So, I think... So I did make it slightly longer. It wasn't by that much. Again, I didn't really change World 2 as much as I changed World 1. And then, the room here, there's always a little hidden power-up. I don't think I really mentioned this in the last episode, but there's always going to be a little hidden power-up by the door of a boss. Except for, I think, maybe one of them. I didn't make that a thing. So, yeah. And then, here comes this Boom Boom fight, which is actually slightly different. As you notice, its donut platform is supposed to actually represent sand, and I think I might just mess things up a little bit. So the idea is you wanna do this. You wanna remove those. Okay, he's in the jump phase. Okay, so I messed this up, but the way you want to do this is you can actually make him sink into the lava. So the way you do this is jump on his head, remove these platforms, and then just let him walk to you. Okay, I think he was going at too fast speed. This does normally work, and this is normally consistent, but... if we go like this, I think that's what you need to do. I think... I even showed this off in my video, too. And for some reason, it's not working. You break these, and then you break those two. Oh, I don't think it's those two. I think it's actually these two, and then these two. So, let's try it again. So it's this, and then this, I think. Nope, it's these two. Those are the two that you break. I don't know why I'm not able to do this. I might just be able to spawn from here. Yep, there we go. There you go. So yeah, you can make him fall in lava. That's kind of what this is supposed to be. This is supposed to represent, like, sand. Like, as if it was sinking you into the lava. But obviously that doesn't exist in Mario Maker, so... that's a kind of compromise. And this was the best compromise I was able to do. Even if you get him to, like, the bottom level, like, if you manage to get him to the bottom level, that is, it's kind of somewhat easy to make him fall. So yeah. Very basic Boom Boom fight. And... Boom Boom fights as a whole are not going to be hard. No, I don't want to save it. I just want to go back to the core spot. Okay. Well, anyways. This is an interesting level. 2-4. This is actually a nighttime level. Which means that you get constant wind that's pushing you this way. This is supposed to obviously represent the wind mechanic in New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I don't think I showed this off, but there are coins up here. This is a nice little secret that you may or may not find. Anyways, the way you want to do this is you hit that vine. Unfortunately, I didn't keep in mind of the fact that you could still just... I didn't incorporate the oh, you might be able to hit the vine like that. But it was one of those... You actually kind of saw it there a little bit. I'm just going to small mushroom just so something safer. But, like, if you try to ground pound the block, you almost know the wind pushes you, so... It might be one of those, like, okay, yeah, maybe don't try that. But, yeah, all I really needed to do, and I just completely forgotten this level, was just to go like that. So then, if you tried... Geez, this is actually a lot harder than you think it is. To hit it, you would accidentally make the vine go down here. I mean, at least it's not a hidden vine. It's still a vine to get to a star coin, but at least it's like, you gotta go like this a little bit. And then, star coin. No, this jump is kind of weirdly evil. Like, if you try to jump... Okay, first of all, don't do this, because it's just barely not possible. Aw, I thought I can clutch gamer that. But yeah, don't try to jump back. You can, but it's incredibly hard. I think it is possible to survive that thanks to the wind. Like, the wind isn't that strong, but it is still possible to avoid that. But you can make that jump, but it is just like, don't, I recommend just jump from this spot, because the wind gives you a lot of momentum. And then you get a propeller mushroom. I don't know why I gave you a propeller mushroom here. Jeez, if I can even get in. And then down this pipe, I gave you a checkpoint, which is another propeller mushroom. So that's a bit interesting. Unfortunately, that exists. There is no hint. There is, like, no hint that that's even there. Which I feel really bad, because people could just completely miss this star coin without really realizing it. So, yeah. And also, this is the first time I ever used this. And probably the only time I ever used that, that, like, sound effect. I don't know why I even used it in the first place. Like, why? Just use the frickin' clapping thing, or the, or, like, just to put the bonus room thing. And yet, I choose not to do that. Oh well. Anyways, yeah, this level's kind of, like, basic to a certain degree, where it's just, like, wind blowing. But, apart from World 4, this is, like, one of the few times where a nighttime gimmick is actually not in World 4. There's only one more world that I'm thinking of it, or I guess 2 more worlds, technically, that has, like, the nighttime gimmick applied in not World 4. And there's actually one that I actually never use, and I'm actually quite surprised I didn't use it, because I could have easily very well used it, and I just completely didn't. And we'll get into that later into World 4 when I do eventually do the behind the scenes for World 4. In terms of making this level, I really don't know what I had in mind. Like, I don't think a whole lot changed, is what I'm trying to say. Like, maybe, like, I don't actually remember what changed a whole lot. I actually don't think I changed anything apart from adding these coins at the top, because it was, like, after I realized that, you know, like, once you hit this one up, once I realized that you can hit the one up, and that it is possible to get up here, I was like, oh cool, let's just add some coins, just in case it's, in case someone does find us out, and it won't be like a complete mystery, or whatever. There's also this, which just contains a coin, like, not really that interesting, have no need to show that off in the video. That pipe doesn't lead anywhere, so yeah, honestly not that big of a hard world, or hard level or anything. That Pokey can definitely throw you off if you're not careful, but just avoid it, and boom, end of level. I don't really think I changed anything, apart from the fact that I just realized I didn't add the little wall thing here, so that's interesting. Anyways, let's go to 2-5. Which has chain chomps in it. I don't know why, but it has chain chomps. So cool. I don't get it. I just don't. Anyways, that star coin can really, or not even the star coin, just that fire piranha plant can really catch you off guard. I don't know why I put it there. This is just a simple star coin room. It's not really anything special. Oh yeah, there is a one up here. Like, this is one of those, like, that's kind of obscure. Like, yeah, like, there is a cactus there that does show you, but also this cactus is here. It's like, okay, well, what happens if you try to jump here? Well, there's absolutely nothing. So it's like, I don't know. I'm not sure how much I feel about this one up. I think I skipped past this one up, considering the fact that I either forgot about it or just didn't care to show it off. It was one of those two that of those reasons why I didn't get those one-ups. Anyways, we got a lot of chain chomps. Not that many, though, now that I think about it, because this is like 1, 2, what, like 4, if you count the sub-area. And then, like, a few more after this, not even that many. Anyways, red coin, not that hard. Not that hard. It's just jump to one area, jump to the other area, and then jump to way up here, and then boom. Got all the red coins. Boom. Not sure why this is here. Like, I guess the idea is so that you can't pick up the red coin again, but technically you can do that in, like, the other New Super Mario Bros. Game, so it's like, what's the point? Here it's like, this actually, in my opinion, is probably a better kept secret than the one in World 1-3. Here it's like, okay, there's coins here, or something. Like, here you can do that, but, like, then you might have the idea, okay, what happens if I try to hit there, or try to jump there. Look at that. Star coin. That one isn't as bad of a secret. Although it is admittedly kind of off-centered. I think I did that on purpose so that it didn't look as obvious since there was already coins there to hint you that the star coin. That I did. This is like one of the star coins that in a hidden block I can agree with it being there. It's still annoying because like this still might not like jump correctly, or what if you get the coins from below and then you jump through the invisible block? That's what you're saying is like you could do this, and then you just completely don't even know that it's there. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. We have the little red block here that's supposed to indicate this. This is a better kept like secret one up because like this is a pretty obvious that this is off center. So it's like, okay, yeah, what happens if I jump there? Look, one up, nice. So we have that. Welcome back to me and placing random bonsai bills for no good reason. This one actually feels kind of random though, because like the other two, like it kind of like at the very least you can get the idea of, oh yeah, it's hinting that there's something up there, like the one in 1-2 and the one in 2-2, funny enough. Like it's kind of hinting at you there. Although I think there's another one like 1-5 that I don't quite understand why that bonsai bill exists. Yeah, this is chain jump that's weirdly annoying to avoid. We have this not very well kept secret. I don't think I really changed anything of this level. Actually, I think I changed like this area. I think the original area was like this area. I think it looked something like this, where it's like I think it's like I think this is what the original area looked like. Like if you remove, I think that's what the original area looked like. You kind of had to make this jump, and there was a star coin, and then you just did that. I think that's what the original thing looked like. I changed it very quickly because I just thought it looked kind of weird with having to make that odd jump. So I changed that very quickly. And that's it. That's 2-4 or 5. This one is. There's not, again, like, I don't think I changed anything from this level. Also, if you're wondering what this is actually where the original red coin design, I never actually showed this off later. And I meant to show this off, but I just didn't. Where is it? Here it is. That was the original room for the bonus rooms. The 4 fire flowers lined up like that in the 4 1-ups. That was obviously not... I changed it because, like you would pick up all the power-ups, but if you're playing with multiplayer, like, you all gonna get crowded in this area, and someone might accidentally pick up 2, so it's like, okay, how do I prevent that from happening? Well, this little setup kind of prevents it from happening. So, that's why you see, like, these, like, random things, which I meant to, like, say and show that off, like, and say how it looked forever ago, back in World 1's behind the scenes, but I just never did for some reason, so there you go. Anyways, 2-Castle. You obviously instantly notice, yes, we have custom scrolling. Oh, excuse me. Here's the start here, which is obviously, you know, where the start of the custom scroll. So here you can actually see how the custom scroll works. As you can see, it kind of goes up a little bit so that the camera can actually line up all 3. Then it speeds up because it kind of gets to the point where, like, okay, you've picked an option. Now let's just speed it up, and then it goes back to normal speed here. I don't know why there's, like, where do these doors lead? Like, I know where the doors lead, but, like, the fact that the doors, like, make the camera angle go like this, it's strange. I don't get it. As you can see, it keeps going straight, 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 straight. And then all of a sudden it goes here, and then it goes back to super speed. So as you can see, and then it goes down, up-ish a little bit. And that's actually because this top area, which we'll get into later, and as you can see, it kind of goes here, and then that's the end of that's the end. So that's the end of the custom scroll. Anyways, yeah, this is an entirely full level, but that's because it is an auto-scrolling level already, as you probably couldn't tell based on the custom scrolling stuff. This is supposed to be a reference, or not really a reference, but this level is going to be based on New Super Mario Bros. Wii, where, like, the second castle in that game had, like, this maze-like thing, where if you pick the wrong path, you'd have to go back to the start. It doesn't really work well here, because it's like, the corridors aren't long enough. So if you instantly knew that was the right path, and you had the correct site, you could have just gone straight in the middle. Like, even though that was also the incorrect path. One weird flaw is that if you do spawn up here and you don't have the time to react for some reason, you might get stuck under there. But at least it actually goes somewhat slowly, so never mind. Don't worry about that. But you can still get crushed if uncareful. But I do have the sound effects placed here. Except I actually have a weird flaw with the sound effects that I didn't even notice. It's only on if you stand in this tile. Like if you jump over it, then like, if you do, like, jump over it, then, well, you will completely miss the sound effect, so. So that's definitely something that's interesting. Oh! I didn't even notice that that's how the thing works, where if you spawn up here, like, the camera just doesn't scroll correctly. That's sort of funny, actually. Wait, is the camera locked like this? Because the camera should not look like this, normally. It doesn't really matter. Anyways, B-Switch gives you this star coin. And it's also the answer to here. If you somehow don't make it through, that's why the doors are there, so that you can also make your way through. Or if you skip the door, I mean, you're fine. You're completely fine. Next checkpoint. I actually if this checkpoint wasn't here, it would actually be able to make me have a clear condition. So, I can... Oh, geez, I went past it. So that the clear condition was so that you could defeat Roy. Because as you can see, I used 2 doors here. And if we go way back here, I used 2 doors here. That means that I've already used up all 4 of my doors. Meaning there was no way for me to really set up an easy boss that had a key in it. Like, there was no way to set that up. So I kind of just had the end of the level be with Roy. Especially since, like, Roy is, like, the most interesting Koopaling, because he can, like... digs into the ground, as you can see, like that. So I just thought that, okay, well, what if I just make it so that, like, you don't even have to beat him, you can just move on if you don't have to, or if you don't want to, even. So yeah, that's what I wish I'd done, but I just didn't at all. Anyways, we have this underground not underground, I guess technically, like, a different sub-area, which actually has rising lava. I don't think I really showed this off in the video at all. Like, there wasn't really a good way for me to show it off in the video, because I was kind of already moving fast. But it's fine. Anyways, we just go up here. Then we have this star coin. Oh, geez. Then we have the third star coin right there. I think unintentionally, when I first made this level, I actually had 4 star coins instead of 3. And, for that reason, it didn't really work out very well. Because it was like, oh wait, there's 4 star coins. So, yeah, I had to change that and remove one of the star coins. Also, this room is very poorly designed. I tried to make the auto scroll, like, kind of somewhere high up here, so that, like, the camera wouldn't sharp down like this so much. But it's still sharp down quite a bit, so that if you do... so that, you know, it is still giving you the time. Also, the thing is in the wrong place. This is supposed to be here. Like, that little torch thing. Oh, no, yeah, oh, no, that's why. That's why I couldn't put it here. Because it's technically part of a slope. So that's why I couldn't put it there. Even then, I probably could have just done that, but it's fine. Anyways, fun little weird thing is that if you go down this pipe, because I ran out of doors, I had to do this. So yeah, there we go. Anyways, we have the hallway, the conveyor belt, and Roy. So yeah, definitely an interesting level because I kind of based it off the auto scroll mechanic. And this is actually, I think, like one of the first and only times I actually use custom scroll ever. Like, I mean, like I don't mean like in this New Super Mario Bros. Plus. I mean like in my entire usage of Mario Maker 2. I don't think I've ever used custom scroll. So yeah, this is just one of my first times I ever used it, and it's kind of an interesting way that I did it. But at least it works. And I keep doing that. Keep going to the save bar instead of the menu. Anyways, look at this. New Super Mario Bros. Plus 2- Airship. I tried to make it a thing, except for World 8. Except for World 8. Where every even world would have an airship. And World 2 was the first one. So, let's go into it. First of all, we have this little pipe cannon thing, which is actually just here so that we can make this little thing, contraption. It's just supposed to bounce you up. It's supposed to simulate the, like, when in like the New Super Mario Bros. Games where, like, you do, like, the jump thing. That's what that's supposed to represent. Except you do have to time it, because if you don't time it, it just kind of does that. Which I guess still works, but it doesn't look as impressive. And how it looks normally. Does this have an acorn mushroom? No, it does have a fire flower. Okay, nice. Anyways, yeah, this is just a normal auto-scrolling level. Not really anything special. It's just, oh yeah, burners, rocky wrenches, Mecha Koopas, I think. I'm not sure there are Mecha Koopas here, but no, there are Mecha Koopas. I think that was actually probably a recent addition, because I don't think Mecha Koopas were in the original game, so that had to get changed. Are they just like normal Koopas, or are they like a separate enemy? Okay, no, they are a separate enemy. Either way. So they got added, here. And then we have, like, kind of going, like, almost to the interior of the ship, and then you see this. And then here you go. I think this level originally had a red ring or something, but then I realized just how bad of an idea that was, because that would have given you a key, which meant that you could have skipped the Bowser Jr. fight, so I actually had to completely remove the red ring in this level. So, that's why... That's why. That's why... Oh, yeah, no, that is why there's, like, an empty space up here. And also, like... Why, like... I'm not sure where I had the red ring, but I know I had it somewhere, and that's why that area... No, it was up here. It was right here. That's why this area feels a bit empty, almost, because there was a red ring here, but then I changed it and got rid of it. Anyways, this is just like a cannon. There's a start point up here, which is somewhat easy to miss. Not necessarily because it's, like... Not necessarily because it's, like, it's not that noticeable. Okay, well, part of that, but it's also not, like, it's kind of hard to get because of how fast the camera scrolls and this Mecha Koopa. You kind of have to, like, get prepared. You kind of have to know it's there for you to, like, get it. Which is kind of bad design, but at least it works for a star coin. At least to me it does. And then we've got another interior section with the blue Mecha Koopas. I don't think I really use the Mecha Koopas, like, the different variants that often. I think in fact, the only other time that I can remember using the blue one is in 8-Second Castle, I think. Or Final Castle, even. Anyways, yeah, here's another star coin that you can kind of easily get right there. Mecha Koopa. There's so much here. There's a coin, there's 1-up. You can go up here. Mushroom, and a 10-coin block. So yeah, that's quite a lot, and this is actually a completely bottomless pit, so do not fall off. Please don't. And in here, we've got the Bowser Jr. battle! Preferably you don't die to the Magic Koopas! That was kind of embarrassing, but it's fine. This is a pretty basic Bowser Jr. fight. It's just like a, you know, he's flying. There's these platforms to kind of help you a little bit, and he throws Koopas, or I guess Koopa shells technically. And then if you beat him, you get the key, and he kind of leaves the clown car here, but because you can't really do anything with it apart from like fly around, it's not really anything. Like, this is kind of like a really basic boss fight. Like, it's not... Like, it might be hard, but it's not necessarily... It's just a boss fight, nonetheless. Like, the Mecha Koopas and, like, what all the... Like, these Mecha Koopas weren't here in the original... Like, when I originally made this level. Like, a fun little challenge you can like to do, and how I imagined this boss fight was that you use shells to hit Bowser Jr., but obviously there's no guarantee that players in Mario Maker are gonna, like, know to do that. are gonna, like, actually want to do that. So, yeah, that's why this boss fight's kind of boring to a certain degree. I don't know why I made it so that these two platforms go at different rates, but this one automatically moves, whereas this one you have to touch it to move, and it goes much slower compared to this one. Which, I actually did not know this until a level in World 5, funny enough. If we grab this, if we do this, look how the blue platform is actually slower than the yellow platform. I didn't actually know that, which is kind of funny. Because it's like, why is that a thing? We just go here, look at this, like, the blue platform just lags behind, and it's just kind of... It's just so interesting to me. I didn't know about this until when I was making one of my levels in World 5, and like one of the levels had like a moving platform in it, on tracks, and I was like, whoa, I did not notice that the blue platform actually moves slower. So, yeah, that was a fun little thing that I found out. And that's about it. That's about it. That's literally everything in World 2. Not a whole lot changed, but I still have a lot of little things that I wanted to talk about it. Anyways, let's go here. Now we get to yeah, I don't know why I said it like that. To World 2, which in this case is actually World 3 and World 2, because each world is only 5 levels long. Anyways, that's 1- Castle. Here's 2-1, and then 2-2 is the normal castle level, which I think is kind of interesting. I actually made this section a really interesting, like, pick-a-path-like thing. Like, you don't have to play this level. You could skip it, since that'll only leads you is to a one-up house. But yeah, it's not really a whole lot interesting. It's just kind of... This is the tower, I think? I think that's the tower? Like the actual tower? Yeah, that's the tower, and then you've got like a desert level, and then a chain chomp. I'm not sure why I made it a chain chomp, but one weirdly cool thing is that if you run into it, it instantly counts as a level. Like that you have to play. Like if we go here, you could also completely skip it, but yeah, you instantly go into the level, which I thought was just kind of funny. I just thought it was kind of funny that that's how that worked out. Anyways, it technically goes into World 4 as well as... Yeah, this is a 2- airship, which is right here. But yeah, that's not really... Like, in terms of the design of how World 3 looks, it's kind of a... It's a design that's sort of based on New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Like, where it starts like this, then it's a splitting path. But then I kind of make it more like go straight here. So it's interesting how it just like, it splits off and then it just completely goes straight on that way. I wanted to say something, but I completely forgot. But I guess that's actually it. There's not really a whole lot that really... Like, again, like, the Super World isn't really much, and the reason why it's not, like, uploaded is because, well, technically it's actually 2 Super Worlds. So, yeah, because of how Super Worlds work. In fact, you can only have, like, what, like, 40 levels, 50 levels, I think? And I contain, like, 68, so yeah, that's why that doesn't work. Anyways, I'm gonna end it here, so thank you much for watching, and I'll see you another time. You let an 8-ball fall. Goodbye!